Motivation is a scam. What do I mean by that? It means we think we need to be motivated to do a thing in order to do a thing. I guess you could call me a motivational speaker, I suppose. I don't know what category I fit in, but all right, fine. Self-help, motivation, spiritual fitness coach, professor with wisdom. I like the professor with wisdom thing. But I did train under the best motivational speaker, expert in sports psychology, Dr. Rob Gilbert, Montclair State University. So I know a lot about motivation. And I know you don't always have to be motivated in order to do a thing. All right, let's just do a little test here. For the sake of helping me prove a point, just put your right hand up like this. It's a mudra. Just like this. Put your right hand up. Okay, got it? Okay. Were you motivated to do that? No. Well, I mean, the motivation was you told us. Okay, good. That proves my point. If you did this because I told you, then just tell yourself to go do the laundry, or go to the gym, or go take a walk, or clean your room, or whatever, do the dishes. Just tell yourself to do it. Just do it. Oh, stupid Nike. But they're right. So why am I in love with the whole motivational industry? Why do I give lessons and wisdom that might be considered motivational? So you can internalize them and call on them when you need it. If you need it. So you can remember, well, I don't actually have to feel like doing the thing in order to do the thing. And that should be motivation enough. The motivation should be, I said I would, and then fill in the blank. Some people will actually bring on illnesses to get out of a daily commitment. Well, and then I got sick, and, just mild, nothing, life-threatening. And then, I just didn't pick it back up again. I had this lingering cough. I think you drew that into your life so you wouldn't have to keep your word to yourself. So, feeling like doing a thing. Often we'll be like, well, I don't feel like doing it now. I'm going to wait till I feel like it later. I don't really feel like it. Well, sometimes we do feel like it. You ever, wake up motivated? I remember asking this in class once. Anybody wake up too motivated? Most people don't. There's always got to be a mismatcher in the room. Oh, I did. I woke up in a great mood. And I'm like, well, then share it with everyone. How you do that. Oh, I don't know how I do it. Like, well, then you're just talking to talk. Who wakes up too motivated? Yeah, maybe some people do, but it's rarely, the situation that I'm in a group and I ask that, and the person who has to mismatch me by saying, it's rare that they're going to be the ones who are too motivated. It's a learning style, mismatching. People sometimes have to contradict you in order to let new information in. Anyway, sometimes we do feel like it. Sometimes we are motivated. I used to make a joke. It's kind of dark, but said if it wasn't for hypomania, I'd never get anything done. Okay. If you know anything about bipolar type 2, mania is bipolar type 1, and that's like a form of psychosis, and it's super severe and dangerous. Hypomania, a little less so. Everything seems very bright. You're very motivated. You take on all kinds of projects that you probably won't finish. Unless you're really disciplined. Or you like keeping your word to yourself. Not everyone is hypomanic and they're, motivated. But we go through moods. Like, oh, I was in a great mood today. The sun was out and I did all my spring cleaning. Like, we do get in moods. We do sometimes feel like, I'm like, I was just sick of looking at that and I just sorted it out and got rid of stuff. I just felt motivated. Great. I wish we could duplicate our brain chemistry and what's coursing through our blood at the moment we're feeling that, and just kind of, we'll press a button and the chip that's going to be in our brain soon will release the brain chemicals that'll make us feel like doing the thing. But mostly we don't feel like it. How will we ever get any kind of extra project done when we have so many distractions and so much entertainment and so much food that we eat for pleasure? And we're fighting some super dopamine demons. Dopamine, I suppose that's the chemical that accompanies pleasure when we feel pleasure. To force ourselves. So, sometimes we are motivated. We do get stuff done. It's like pressing the gas pedal. Could you imagine if we only pressed that gas pedal once? I mean, we press it once and the car zooms and it coasts and eventually it slows and slows and slows to a stop. What if we don't press the gas pedal again? It's the gas pedal, it's a clumsy metaphor a little bit, is the feeling in the mood to do the thing. So how do we keep that gas pedal pressed down? How do we keep our promises to ourselves? We need a strong will and a strong faith that if we keep our word, we'll get more satisfaction. Not just the pleasure of rest, not just, rest if you need it, but you know what I mean. Do we always need to be putting our feet up with a hot cup of something? Always? Or can we go a few more minutes to do that extra thing so that we can have the thing that we said we wanted when we felt motivated and wrote down a bunch of goals? No, I'm tired. I want to sit and eat. I have some beautiful crock pot chicken happening right now with cabbage and mushrooms. And I made cauliflower. I like saying it that way, cauliflower, with some garlic and blackened sesame seeds, so I wouldn't have a growly stomach. And now I'm home, and I really just want to eat, catch up on, evening news and some shows and some YouTube things that I watch. But I had this to do. And I love future me enough to keep my word to myself. I love you enough to model the behavior for you so that you could be consistent. And I love present me enough to choose to do the more difficult thing, even though not a huge amount of instant pleasure comes from it. I even put on a necklace for you. It's my Buddhist eightfold path necklace. I don't know if that's really what it is, but it reminds me of it. What happens when I run out of necklaces? I'll just have to buy more. Garage sale season's coming up. You can get beautiful knockoff vintage things for $15 and under if you're a good shopper, and I'm a good shopper. So motivation. Do we really need to be motivated? It helps, I suppose. We don't have to have that little internal fight with ourselves, like, I said I would do it, so I'm going to do it. I don't feel like it. But then you do the thing. I always feel better after I do the thing. And I hope you can identify with that. I hope that describes you too. You force yourself to go to the gym or fold the laundry or do whatever. And it's such a weight off of your mind that you did the thing. It's the snooze button metaphor. You're not getting 5 good minutes of sleep when you hit the snooze button. You're anxious, you're half sleeping, half waking, it would feel so much better to just get up and just start your day. You know you have to anyway. You're going to put off living for the day. And if we don't want to get out of bed and live our lives, we have some soul searching to do. Like, what is the content of our life that we dread it so much? Are we depressed? Has life lost its savor? You need to get some savory in your life then. So, all right, I'm going to go eat my cauliflower, my crock-pot chicken, and watch some stuff and, upload this, make some end screens, do what I do. Because I said I would.